What is going on, everybody? How are you guys doing this evening or morning or afternoon, depending on where you are in the world? Man, what a great weekend. I think so. Anyway, today is Sunday, October 4th. And I am your boy Christian Israel, and you are tuned into the New Creation Capital podcast. This is a place where we discuss what happens in the world today, the stock market, and yes, digital assets. This is the one-stop shop where you can get everything that you need in your day for your Christ and crypto. Because as I love to say, Jesus makes you a new you by giving you a new future, because in him, you are a new creation, guys. Welcome to episode 203. If this is your very first time coming to the show, tonight we're going to do TA. I've done a mix of news and I've done a mix of TA, but recently, because I think of people's anxiety of the charts and the fear and the freaking out of what's going on, I decided to switch to TA over the past week so people can see exactly what I am seeing. And I think it's important for people to see these things. So tonight we're going to talk about, was the weekly close bullish? That's tonight's topic. If this is your first time to the channel, like I said, please like and subscribe to the channel, guys. Please jump on in to the comment section. This is a place where we talk about Christ and crypto. We never let it go. I always keep the two things together, but also separate. Also, if you want to support the channel, this is not a monetized channel. I make zero money from my YouTube. There are links below if you are a trader to make some money, then also kick me back some. But most importantly, what I prefer to do is ask you guys purchase my book, Learning to Love in the Wilderness, a 40-day journey about learning to love yourself by accepting the love of Jesus. It's my short, condensed version story written over a 40-day period. And you can actually purchase the book from the link below, or go to Amazon, or go anywhere on Google. You can find it digital or soft book. I have not done the audiobook version yet, but that will be coming. But if you guys want to support me and the channel, please go and purchase that book. I would truly appreciate it. You just heard my fantasy. I'm actually winning my fantasy for the first time in a while. I'm 0-3. But anyway, before we jump into TA, let's go ahead and jump on into some news that we have. The first set of news that came out over the weekend is that Ripple is to launch a trading platform to provide real-time access to crypto. And I'm going to get into TA. I just want to share this with you. The fact that Ripple is talking about having its own trading platform for on-demand liquidity. This could be big as far as looking for places just to move XRP, because there's not a lot of places that trade strictly in XRP, or you just want to go and move money. This is a good idea for me personally. Also, some other news that we've seen is Manny shot this to me in the New Creations Cronies group. We do have a Telegram group, and he just shot this right before I went live. So shout out to Manny. But he sent this tweet. By the way, if you want to join the New Creation Cronies Telegram group, there's a link in the description. Come join us. We talk about Christ. We talk about crypto. We talk about conspiracies. If you'd like to put the tinfoil hat on, it's a great group for you. Anyway, on October 15th, which is next week, a day after the Swell Conference for Ripple, 150,000 Bitcoin are set to be given back to the victims of the Mt. Gox exchange hack in 2013. For those that don't know, Jeb McCaleb, who actually helped start Ripple and is also running Stellar Lumen right now, sold Mt. Gox, which he used to own, to a Japan company, and then they were hacked. So I'll leave that alone. Just a little information for you, for all you guys wondering why Jeb McCaleb always sells his XRP, and the fact that he also is banned from getting Flare. He's involved in stuff like this. The hack of the largest Bitcoin hack, 150,000 Bitcoin are going to be set to people. So be on the lookout for that. Does it make it move up? Does it make it move down? No one knows. I don't know. No one knows what this is going to do. These people could sell. These people could hodl. But I don't know why you'd sell now. We're in the midst of a bull run. So let's talk about that anyway. So let's jump into Bitcoin first. As I told you guys on Friday, people who were freaking out, this is a bullish, this is bearish. I just looked at the chart and said, nothing about this looks bearish to me. This looks like a possible double bottom coming in. But then I said, we have not broken the trend line in Bitcoin yet. until we break this. And I was actually expecting possibly a 10-2, as I said before. But just a quick look, everything is looking good on this chart. Let me go ahead and zoom this in, right? I drew this exact line on Friday, and we are still working our way up. We have not broken down. This did not break anything, just came back to back test support. This support here is what that drop on Thursday was. I think Friday. Yeah, Friday was. That bearish drop that people freaked out about came back to test support after breaking through, and it needs to test support, and now it's working its way up. And we're still there. And, I've seen some people draw this as well. So this is possible. We could be in this symmetrical triangle right here. Or you can draw it a different way if you choose to. You can draw it just like this, how you look at it. But honestly, I see the symmetrical triangle, if we're going to draw it, probably like this. It's only two tops now, but this is how I see it. Now, if I break it down and come to the 4 hour, you can actually see a lot more movement here. You can see that it has 3 touches, 1, 2, 3, 4 touches on this. 1, 2, 3, almost 4 touches on the bottom. So this fits perfectly. A symmetrical triangle is a 50-50 break, okay? Just because it's symmetric, because it's a triangle, doesn't mean it's breaking north. Sometimes it's a reversal trend. But for the most part, guys, it's a 50-50 break. Now, here's what I see. You have our 0.5 Fibonacci retracement all the way from our move. I believe this is from, let me zoom out real quick. Is this our full move? Yep. So this is from our complete full move here. Okay, so that means our 20,000 or our 19.5 top. So you are at the 50% retracement. Okay, so this is important. Now, if this 50% retracement here fails, okay, which it actually failed here already. Now we're back up above it. Most of the time when you see us come back above the 50%, a second, and this is actually a third time, you see here 1, came back, tested it, came down, 2, failed it, and now we've worked our way back up above it and coming back. So this is a third and fourth time testing this as a resistance wall. Normally on the 4th and 5th time, the more you break it, you're going to be bullish. You're going to move from north. So for me, I'm saying this is like a 65% north move. And as I said a while, our next stop is 12.8 to 13.3. Personally, there's going to be ups and downs, obviously, but I believe this is our next move. I believe we end the year around up here, retesting the 0.65, possibly the 0.702 end of year, okay? Not tomorrow, but end of year. Personal opinion, that's as of right now as the charts look. I think this breaks up if we do a measured move of this complete break. Let me make sure I draw this right. Just a measured move, if I'm guessing, and it breaks out, say it breaks out right here. Once it breaks here, you're looking exactly kind of the same part. If I break it exactly from here, the point of that PEX, look at that, 618. So it's taking us to 12.867, which I think is a real possibility. Again, this is a long-term thing. I'm not saying it breaks out and fires there. It could come back down, test 11,000, then go up. But I think you guys need to understand that it's already back-tested this long support here. Now it's inside this, I almost said sequential triangle. It's inside of the, symmetrical triangle. There we go. So I think this will break. If anything, it comes back down. The test for this is 9.1. If it breaks south, which will make a lot of people happy because a lot of people are calling for 9.1 to 8K. If this breaks south, we're talking here. If this breaks north, we're talking here. So it's got a higher break to the north as far as more room is concerned. So that's what I'm looking at. Now, let's look at XRP. Was this a bullish close for XRP? Let's go to the daily. And so I saw this the other day, and I said, okay, it looks good. I mean, this chart just looks good to me. People keep saying this, like, again, those people who are flip-flopping on charts, I don't understand because this looks good to me. I like it. Why do I like it? Well, let's go to the weekly. Let's pull up the rest of our stuff, okay? Our weekly RSI is sitting at 53, momentum pointing up. We have completely reset on the Stochastic under 50. So we've got room to move up, not as much room to move down. On the MACD, we're going to zoom in. Man, look at that pump action. We're going to zoom in and look what did not happen. We did not get a bearish cross yet. So everything just kind of resets to give us more room to the upside. If these had crossed, I would be concerned, but this is a still bullish as far as the weekly is concerned. We can come down to the 3-day. Again, RSI above 50. Look, the Stochie is moving upwards, momentum moving. Look at this. We had a bullish cross here, or bearish cross here, and now look at it curving up on the 3-day. We are in bullish territory. Personally, that's just my personal opinion. Even when we look at the daily, I feel the same way. Above 50, pointing back up on that. Okay, so I hope you guys are seeing that. Now let's break down just to the 4-hour. Now this is what I want you guys to see on the 4-hour. Let me go over here so you can see it clearer. And then I'll go back to that chart in a second, okay? What I want you guys to see here, it's a little clear, was a possible, now, let me get it off auto, possible pattern here. And this pattern, guys, is 1, 2, 3, with this area being the neckline, okay? So what does that actually mean? What does that actually mean? Well, let me go over here and grab my actual pattern. Where are you? There you are. Let me actually go grab it. So if we're going to make this the head, we're going to say this is the left shoulder. We're going to say this is the head. We're going to make that the neckline. Make that the right shoulder. And if this completes, we have an inverse head and shoulder, guys. This is a possibility right here on the 4-hour chart. That being the neckline. If I do a measured movement of this, you go from the neckline to the head. If I can actually get it straight. And then you do it once it breaks out. And once you break out, that is bringing us directly to 29 here, okay? Which is what the next spot we have to go. And as I said before, we had to break 24.5, which I think I talked about. Let me find the right chart for you guys. Is this it? Nope, that's not it. This is an old one. Let's see. Where did I talk about you? Talk about you. That's the link. So this might be it right here. Yep. I said before we had to break out over this pattern right here. Remember I said on Friday we had to break this line right here for me to become bullish. Well, look what we just did. We just broke it on the daily. And if you even look, this is 4 straight candles on the 4-hour. And I think it was the 12-hour that, yep. And we had a 6 on the TD sequential. Now we have 3 straight. And we're working our way up, which still, guys, just to pull this back to show you, I believe we are still in line for our October 34-cent mark, which I said, which would bring us on that inverse head and shoulders to 29 cents, which is our start to getting to where we actually have to go, which is the bottom of this resistance line here. So we'll be here. We have to break through this resistance and we'll come back and double tap. Then we're up for end of year price. 50 to 65 cents is my end of year price based on what I'm seeing today. What I called for a long time ago when we were at 35 cents prior to the crash, I thought we'd be at $1.50 end of year, but based on what I see now, again, we could fire up, but this is just based on simple support. This is not hopium. This is what I see in the charts, okay? So XRP is looking very bullish. We're at 25 cents right now, and we're doing very, very well in the charts. Let's take a quick look at Link before we go, just so you can see. As I said before, Link would be hit 786, hit the bottom 730. I thought we'd come back and touch 850. We did not. We stopped at 880, which is bullish. Now we're sitting above, I believe that is the 21. Yep, the 21 EMA on the weekly, right? Which is great, supporting 21 on the weekly, working our way up. Now, if we go down to the daily, just to show you, We still have to work our way through the EMAs, but here, look, on the TD sequential, we are a 7. Normally, when you get to a 9, you see this? 9, it has to reverse. So it could be 2 more days. If this stays under there, we're looking to fire up, and I think $13 will be our next stop. We did not roll back over like I was hoping we do all the way, but, you know, as of now, it is not open. Just a quick look at the DXY. The DXY is in the red right now. I told you that's what we want to watch. We want to watch the DXY. That is most important to seeing how the crypto is going to go. And look, we are still working our way down, So besides that, guys, that's what I see. I see some great things. I think we are very, very bullish across the board when it comes to what I am seeing. Specifically, as I pointed out to you guys, the XRP ascending triangle that I pointed out to you guys a while ago. It's still building. Do you see this? Look, we still have not broken south of this. We are still working our way up. I think 25.4. We might see a small rejection before coming back down, testing 24.1, and then off we go. So this is what I am seeing in the charts. I think we are crazy bullish, but this is where you got to let me know, what do you guys think? Do you think we're bullish? Do you think that the Mount Gox in 2 weeks, 150,000 Bitcoin is going to go crazy and cause us to go bullish or bearish? Do you also think the crypto trading for Ripple, launching a trading platform for real-time access to crypto markets, is bullish? Let me know what you guys think. You know, as I always say, we talk crypto during the first half, and now, guys, we are in the Christ section. If you guys didn't get a chance to watch or listen to my podcast yesterday, part 3 of 1 Peter, you are chosen people. You are a chosen people, says God. So I hope you guys have had a wonderful weekend. And I'm going to read today to you Galatians chapter 5, verse 1. And it goes like this, brothers and sisters. For freedom, Christ has set us free. Stand firm, therefore, and do not submit again to the yoke of slavery. Look, I, Paul, who wrote Galatians, who's writing this letter to the Galatians, say to you that if you accept circumcision, in other words, you accept the law, not the grace and truth of Christ, but the law of circumcision, that he is obliged to keep the whole law. That means you have to follow everything all times, and that you can only get into heaven by the law, but not by grace and truth of Jesus Christ. You are severed from Christ. You who will be justified by the law, you have fallen away from grace. For through the Spirit by faith, we ourselves eagerly wait for the hope of righteousness. For in Jesus Christ, neither circumcision nor uncircumcision counts for anything, but only faith working through love. Faith through love is the key. You cannot earn your way into heaven. You cannot do works into heaven. You have to follow Christ. You have to believe in Christ. You have to confess with your mouth and believe in your heart that Jesus Christ is the Son of God and that he died for your sins and that he was resurrected as the one true Son of God. You have to believe that in your heart. Then you have to walk by faith and show love through that faith, guys. A lot of you guys have a lot of faith in crypto, but no faith in God. Why would you have faith in something man controls and not have faith in something your creator, your God, your Abba Father has made? And that is you. Your heart, his love, and Jesus Christ's sacrifice for us. So that's why, guys, I know I say this all the time. That's why I wrote my book, Learning to Love in the Wilderness. I got some great feedback today, actually. And I want to read that to you. I'm not going to read who it's from. But he sent this to me, and I'm going to blank out the names, but it just inspired me. He says this: I just finished reading your book. What an inspiration. I always felt that God and family was and is the most important thing to your life. Your book proves that God is real. You are truly blessed. I am very thankful that blank introduced me to you. Your life is real. God is real. May God continue to bless you. Thank you to you, Mr. EH. I appreciate you. And I appreciate everybody who's purchased the book and just to help out the channel. But more importantly, I appreciate God for helping me write those words and getting this book published. So hopefully those who have bought the book or plan on buying it or have received it or will receive it, I hope you get something out of it that God has shown me to put in it. So please, again, you can just go to a link in the description and purchase the book. I really appreciate it. Besides that, guys, this is the end. This is the end of episode 203. Was the weekly close bullish? I believe so. Now you tell me what you believe. I'm your boy Christian Israel, and you are tuned into the New Creation Capital podcast. This is a place where we discuss what happens in the world today, the stock market, and yes, digital assets. This is the one-stop shop for you to get everything that you need in your day for your Christ and crypto. Because as I love to say, Jesus makes you a new you by giving you a new future, because in him, guys, you are a new creation. Please remember, God loves you. I love you. You are loved. Until next time, guys, peace and love. God bless you all. Later, guys.